Well, there have been some big ag land sales across farm country recently. And with a number of factors set to impact the market in the months ahead, many producers speculating on potential opportunities to buy or sell. Our good friend Jim Rothermich with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers joins us now with the latest from his region. Jim, good to see you. I know you keep track of all land auctions in Iowa. How did market conditions turn out in the 2025 based on your auction data?
Yeah, sure, Suzanne. Thank you for having me. Well, Suzanne, I tell you what, I was surprised how strong the market got in the last 3 months of the year. As I analyzed my auction data, we were up 3.6% over the year, but all that increase happened probably the last 4 months of the year, most of it the last 3 months of the year. So, the market was just really stable and steady up until September, and then it kind of started taking off. And here's how strong some sales got. In September 10th in Mitchell County, Iowa, north central Iowa, $24,400 an acre, county record. Blackhawk County on October 9th, that would be northeast Iowa, $20,238 an acre. And we also had a record set in Sioux County, Iowa on December 1st at $32,000 an acre. And to finish it up in central Iowa, we had two sales on December 4th, $25,500 an acre, and one for $25,000 an acre. Records with distance in those counties.
Wow, it's so pretty. Why do you think we saw that? What was behind this?
Well, I think we had a good crop. Now, it wasn't as good as last year, but it was still a good crop. I think that was probably the biggest driving factor. Yeah, corn prices are down, but they kind of busheled the way out of it, and there is a lot of competition to buy land right now. There's, those farmers in those areas that have strong balance sheets, they're being very competitive, but they're being challenged by investors too, looking for a stable asset. And so, and I think also there's potential of payments coming in February from, the federal government for different things. And so I think that anticipation of those payments have definitely helped the market.
Yeah, Jim, it sounds like it's going to be an interesting 2026. And when we look at land auctions for 2026, and again, land auctions versus sales, what do you expect to see in the new year?
Well, Suzanne, as far as auction volume goes, for 2025, we finished here in Iowa right at 99,000 acres, which is 6% less than last year, 34% less than the peak of 2022. 2022 was the high watermark for a number of acres going to auction. As I look forward into January and February, those 2 months are around 6,000 acres going to auction, which is slightly on the low end of the range of previous years. So as auction volume is trending lower, I would say that's going to be more supportive to the market.
All right. Looking forward to, of course, seeing how it plays out throughout the rest of the year. We always thank you for your analysis, Jim. Thanks for being here. Jim Rothermich with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers.